for you in the first half, and then they were down some numbers, so you would have got everything was running your way at that stage, and it ran the other way.
Yeah, they counter-attacked us really well. They do that well. You know, if their defence holds up, they bounce the ball out of their defence really well, and they've got some midfielders that are really good players, and they get on the end of it and certainly transition the ball, you know, really well today. And you know, look at how they scored. They scored from a hell of a lot from our mistakes. So you know, you got the classic 12-point play, which played out time and time again. And I think it's not through lack of winning the ball or lack of winning clearances. Our midfield performed well. We just were terrible with our ball use going forward, and couldn't make them pay. And you know, we had enough of the ball. We had enough inside 50s. Won the midfield battle, I thought, on the whole, but they scored from our mistakes far too easily, and we just weren't good enough going forward.
Yeah, put that down, because a few times they've come out of defence like Blake's had time and kicked it straight to the opposition.
You're not going to have much hair left if that keeps going on, because you tear it out. It's very unlike, you know, a lot of our guys. You know, you can look at your positives and negatives, and that's your skill level doesn't desert you. I think that's as poorly as we've used the ball in 12 months. So, but the positive side of it is we're winning it okay, and you know the style's okay. It's just it's very difficult to defend a team like Collingwood when you just let them off the hook going forward, but turn the ball over so badly on so many occasions just to put yourself under a massive amount of defensive pressure.
Is that one that really got away?
Oh, it's as disappointing. I mean, I can't remember a good loss, but that's just, you just walk away from that game feeling, bitterly disappointed. We were coming home with a wet sail at the end, but I'm adamant we ran out of time, but because we were coming home okay. But the ball use in the third quarter in particular was just terrible. So you don't beat very good teams like Collingwood are when you use the footy like that.
Nathan Buckley had some pretty strong words to say about the Thomas Reid incident. So he said, unprovoked and off the ball, and you reckon it'll be in strike.
Nathan Buckley should just worry about his own team. Commentary like that doesn't help. I don't know what incident Nathan Buckley saw, but a head clash is a head clash. It does happen in football. We play a contact sport. Buck should just keep his opinions to himself when it comes to decisions and things that will be taken care of by the powers that be. It doesn't help when a senior coach comes in and starts influencing things and casting dispersions over our players. If Bucks wants to call me, he can.
So you don't think Thomas is going to be answer for?
It's not for me to say. But he's certainly, from where I sat, didn't look malicious. Didn't look like he tried to hurt Ben Reid. But as I said, that's not for me to say, and it's certainly not for him to say.
Brad, you won pretty well the possessions, uncontested possessions, handball receives, all pretty much indicates that you had the ball quite a bit and you were free. Was it bad disposal level, or was there a bit of pressure as well? What was it?
No, that pressure's always good.
Yeah.
We expect that, and that's been their hallmark for a number of years. And I thought they tackled very, very well. It's not, but you're right. I mean, uncontested possession was pretty heavily in our favour, which would suggest that when you get the ball in an uncontested situation, you've got time to dispose of it. And most of our errors were of our making. But you always, when a side's very good at pressuring the opposition like Collingwood are, there's always an element of implied pressure as well.
Do you at least take a positive from the fact that is something that you should be able to address and it shouldn't be a recurring thing in most other areas you're thereabouts? Well,
you never stop working on it. We've worked a hell of a lot on it through the pre-season, so that's why I'm so disappointed with today, because I expected a better level of skill execution than that. So we'll continue to work on it, but I suspect it's something we can turn around pretty quickly.
Lindsay's performance, other than the Ben Reid incident, the 3 goals in the first quarter, he got you going, didn't he?
Yeah.
Accurate kicking, which would have been pleasing.
Oh, well, you know, it's like the old classic thing. You know, you do 99 things right and you do one thing wrong, everyone remembers the wrong thing. Lindsay Thomas was the most accurate small forward in the competition last year, but all anyone wants to tell me is, you know, gee, how's his goal kicking going? Well, his goal kicking was pretty good last year and he's just continued that on again this year.
How do you think the ruck situation went? Like, I know this year, you know, Magic was in the squad, wasn't chosen, and towards the end, Drew was having a quiet game and you brought him into the ruck. Do you still think against the Cats next week you'll probably still go with what you had this week?
No, I think it'll be an ongoing selection dilemma for us. Curry was very good at Werribee. Majak was very good at Werribee. In fact, just about all the North Melbourne list of players who played at Werribee were dominant. So we're going to continue to have that issue as to what our best structure is. But I'd rather have that problem than no one to fill a spot. So, you know, I think Goldstein's got the runs on the board. You know, I think he still beat Jolly at the end of the day today. Convincingly beat him around the stoppages. So, yeah, it's the rules are the rules at the moment, and you know, 3-1 make it very difficult for the big guys. So, it's a running game now, as you can see.
Drew Petrie really played a quiet game in the North. Is that down to what's coming to him?
Oh, yeah, I think he probably wanted to stop leading the amount of times it was kicked over his head, but that's not to take away from Nathan Brown, who I thought did a really good job on him. And Nathan Brown, you know, has had I think it was 2010 on Nick Riewoldt in a grand final, played a similar type of game. So let's not take away from Nathan Brown's performance by suggesting Drew had a poor one.
Good.
All right.